So Holy Spirit, what's in it for the collective right now? What's going on? The people that are here in this, may I have 2 more cards for the collective? Okay, so collective. Apparently, most of us in this room right now, those of us watching, are trying to really understand our purpose. We got the World card. The World card upside down, which means there is this truly stuck in the mud, disgruntled feeling of not being fulfilled with our purpose. You've come to this place where it feels like the turbines aren't turning. All the things that used to get you up in the morning and motivate you to want to keep going, the job that you used to do or you still are doing has either stalled out or there's just no reward. There's no passion. There's no results. And so you've gotten it into your mind. You haven't quite found your place in the world, but you do know where you're supposed to go. When I say you haven't found your place in the world, it doesn't mean that you're just drifting afloat. It's you have to keep believing that your place in the world is your place in the world in order for it to exist. So this disgruntled feeling is because you've been searching for something. You've been searching to find it or to have some sort of milestone be the milestone that lets you know. When in reality, this place in the world, for you to say, I found my place in the world, is you. If you were meant to be a healer, there's so many different modalities for healing. You may start off with nursing and then find yourself unfulfilled as a nurse. So you start branching out like, well, what else is there to do? There's so many red tape. There's so much bureaucracy. So you start saying, I want to take my education I got as a nurse and start working with the community, going to people's homes, teaching them about how to take their diabetic medication, giving them injections. And as you do that, you feel more free. You're not in the hospital. There's not all these rules. You can, go how you want. But then you go and then you give someone an injection and they have a reaction because they didn't tell you they were allergic to something, or we're fantasizing here. And then suddenly you get lawsuits and problems and you're like, oh, this is terrible. Why did I do this? That's where you'd be at in this situation. It's not that you aren't supposed to be doing what you're doing. It's that you need to be tested along the way. You have to be. So as you get this lawsuit and this works out and that doesn't work out and you reassess your life, you have to keep questioning, okay, why am I doing it? It's not that people don't want you or don't need you. It's that everything is going to come with an obstacle. And you have to be tested because after the lawsuit, right around the corner, you end up getting picked up. You get a contract where they say, we need a door-to-door nurse. We need somebody and we want to give you $15,000 a month to make sure you can facilitate all of our clients. But if you had stopped because someone had a bad reaction or things didn't go the way you had planned it to do, you wouldn't have realized that you had a big payoff. And why am I saying that? Because the King of Cups came, which is emotional maturity. He is the king of emotional intelligence. He is the loving support system, either within yourself, your masculine side, or someone that's coming into your life very soon. And if this is something that is an inner job, it's who you are, you actually are in the process of mastering your emotions and don't even know it. You think frustration, that's an earthly thing. That's money, that's ambition, that's strength, that's validation. No, it's your emotions. Everything is an inside job. And once you finally come to terms that, you know what, my sensitivity is my barometer that helps me to stay a person and not a machine. It helps me to stay connected intuitively and instinctively to the collection of people, the souls that I actually want to be a part of. And you've come into a great mastery of those emotions. And so once you overcome defeat, once you overcome obstacle, the first reward you get is this immense sense of who you are and who you're not, and people gravitating towards you. The King of Cups, more than any other sign, has this hypnotic quality where people can't leave him alone. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And as someone who's got a Pisces Mars and a Pisces Venus, it's all good. There's a hypnotic quality about you that's coming right around the corner. You're about to flow with charisma and people feeling comfortable with you that the King of Pentacles can't buy. Everybody likes the King of Pentacles because he's wealthy and because he's slow to respond. And so it gives everybody a chance to feel like they're being listened to. Where the King of Cups, he really is listening. He really is genuine. And so this is your masculine side. This is someone coming near if this is not resonating for you internally. The next card we got is the Page of Wands upside down. And that is learning how to communicate your frustrations in a way that reminds you that you're really talking to yourself. So that if you want to get frustrated with somebody else, remember that this frustration you have, and you might want to tell somebody, like, you shouldn't have done that to me. You really are coming to a place where it's like, oh, wait, I get to choose how I respond to everything that happens to me. I get to decide. And you're going to see somebody be temperamental. And you're going to look at them and be like, wow, I totally get how that was how I was projecting myself out to the world. Yes. Yes. We just got another Page of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So confirmation that Three of Wands is, this is your initiation into the parts of yourself that you had rejected, the parts of yourself that you felt were unattractive. There was a lack mentality in the past with the Five of Pentacles. There was this sense of this has to be this way or that way, and I can't cross the lines. And it was keeping you stuck with the Eight of Swords. It was keeping you stuck. There was like this, believe it or not, almost this satisfaction that people around you would get if you stayed in your lane, if you did it the way they wanted you to. Spirit is wanting you to break through and start over in a way that fully embraces your temperament. You're embracing that inner child that just wanted to have a tantrum, that just wanted to be seen. And instead of projecting it to other people and wondering, why are they always able to have a fit, get upset, and nothing happens to them? The way that you're walking into your emotions and getting stronger, the way you're embracing what it really means to be glamorous, to be emotionally fulfilled, not just the surface level of it, but like there's a reason why some people's energy is so magnetic. It's because they have this inner recycling plant where they don't point fingers at anybody else. They literally sit with themselves and be like, okay, I'll take that L because I have an indomitable spirit. I'm not going to be put down. I'm not going to be down and out. Wow, look at this. Look at these two cards. We have the Death card and the the Knight of Cups. There's something about triumph. Just starting completely over. Sometimes when you're on a project and you've been editing and working on it, and you keep trying to get it better and perfect it. Sometimes you have to completely scrap it. And it's heartbreaking to scrap it. But it's the only way to turn what is dead and dying, what is striving to try to hold on, into something that is lush and thriving. You have to be willing at any point to let go. At any point. Look at that. There was a part of you that was like, at all costs, I'm going to hold on to my dream. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing to say, I'm going to protect myself. But nowhere in the rules did it say that holding on to your dream wasn't completely scrapping it, the makings of what you were doing, and starting it again. Because the dream didn't leave. All the decoration did. All the things that you learned by making all the decoration doesn't go. You're still you. And so if this resonates, there's someone, our collective energy right now is realizing the death and the rebirth process. The being grateful for who you were and what it took to get you to that point. And then being refreshed with the idea that I can start again because I never really die. Letting go isn't death.